being Willow's food. You know what? Chase still being her food too. I should have wrote that down in my other video. Chase still being her food too. But yeah, Drew still being a fool. He said he believed Willow. It was Willow on video, y'all. It wasn't Michael. I thought they was gonna catch both of them. I said, look, both of them gonna get locked up. But they didn't see Michael getting more video footage. And you know the crazy part about all this? They still ain't showed us who shot the man. They still ain't. They over here giving us hints and stuff. And then it don't be the person that they made it seem like it was. They done gave us how many different people they done arrested. And they still ain't showed us who did it. But yeah, Drew still being a fool. He said he believed Willow. It was her on video, not Michael. She said all she did was drive by. I said, now first you said that you didn't go anywhere specific or anything like that. Now you saying that you only drove by. Britt ended up kissing Jason at the end of the episode, trying to distract him. He's still trying to help the good. You haven't proven yourself to this lady. After saving her doggone life, how many times now? You never will. You never will. Just let's see what get her, because he gonna get her, because she thinks she just like Pascal over here, thinking they in charge and stuff, thinking they running something. Both of them hard-headed. What else? Let's see. Curtis' charges were dropped. He ended up asking Portia to come home. She agrees. I said, I said, no playing no house. You don't even know. I said, tell him exactly what you told Isaiah. That you don't know if he the daddy. And tell him right there with Trina at. While she there, go on tell the truth. Nina's still trying to get Jacinda to trade on Michael. Hold on, y'all. There you go. Yeah, Nina's still trying to get Jacinda to trade on Michael. And the last thing is that Chase was definitely going to let Willow see the kids. But hey, y'all, welcome back to another review of Life of Chester for General Hospital, December 12th, 2025. First things first, let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below, what y'all think of the episode. Oh, it's 19 days. I don't know where I've been miscounting. Hold on. But yeah, what y'all think of the episode? Do y'all think that was the perfect cliffhanger, or that this episode was good enough to be a Friday episode? I still say they should have showed us who shot the man. How y'all gonna... You done arrested Willow. You done arrested Curtis. At first y'all was targeting Michael. Now y'all, I said they don't even know. They don't even know who shot the man. But yeah, on today's episode, we're gonna start with Jason and Britt. So he basically he was in her room or whatever. She had a fit. She felt some type of way because he had her medicine in his hand. And he was like, he knows somebody that could test the medicine, see what's in it, so that, you know, they can reverse it and they could come up with a plan so that she won't have to be working for whoever she working for. She still don't want to tell him nothing. She didn't tell him dilly freaking squat. He started trying to get her to trust him and stuff like that. And he was just telling her who she is, about being a doctor and caring about Rocco, but she still don't care. She still don't care. I said, don't try to kiss him to distract him. Tell him the truth, because you think you in charge just like Pascal think he in charge. And both of y'all gonna have to go. How many times, if it wasn't enough that the man shot and murdered, what was his name, Dalton, in front of you, because he thought he was running something. Now you keep reminding these folks about how you can't get rid of me because I know this and that. Is you crazy? Is you crazy? What the world? You gonna need to tell somebody to save you, and then not to mention Pascal don't like you as it is. Pascal was already trying to blow you up when he trying to blow her up, and you gonna risk you not telling Jason? Man, come on. Then they'll be able to connect the dots like I said before. But yeah, I think the last thing between them, she said not a chance after she kissed him. Portia and Isaiah, so he checking on her and everything, and he ends up wanting to spend more time with her and invited her to come back, and she was like, yeah, I'd love to come back because, you know, she liked being there with him. Trina ends up coming in and interrupting. I said, so she ain't seen them holding hands and stuff. And she's like, oh, if you being examined, I'll come back or whatever. Girl, get your tail in here. Might as well. You come in at the wrong doggone time. But you still should have seen them holding hands and stuff. You over here. You need to be worried about Isaiah over here. Then he over here, he was about to walk. He seen all them together, and he just stood right there, and he was looking at Portia and everything. But yeah, what else? What was Trina talking about? I think they was talking about her being pregnant, and she was like, she wanted to tell her, but she didn't plan on telling anybody. She didn't tell Curtis. The girl already don't like Jordan as is. I wonder if she's still not gonna like her after she finds out the truth. Hold on, y'all. There you go. Okay. I wonder if she's still gonna have problems with Jordan when she finds out that it was actually her mama that's been cheating this whole time, and she possibly pregnant by somebody else. I wonder when that secret is gonna be 100% out. But yeah, what else happened with them? they were just talking about whether or not she was gonna tell the truth. She said she wanted to, but she wanted to wait until, she was out of the first trimester and everything. She ends up saying how she overheard Grandpa and Stella talking, and that's how she found out. Later in the episode, Curtis came in, and Trina hugged him and everything, and he ends up checking on her and make sure her and the baby okay. And he tells her he want her to come home. And I said, no, what you think this is? I said, Jordan, your man is going back to his wife. That ain't what they said, but it might as well. But yeah, excuse me. So I think Portia agreed. She was looking at Isaiah and she agreed. I said, no, I said, Isaiah, that's possibly your child. Expose her. Then she's talking about so she want to protect him so he don't lose his job. But wouldn't she lose her job too? Ain't she a superior, his superior? Can't she lose her job too? But yeah, with them. If not, I just scan the notes and see what I missed out on. Alexis and Christine was talking about Willow possibly, being free and everything. And how Alexis was hoping, or she was worried that Drew won't give her credit, because they might see, because of the new evidence in regards to Curtis, that she didn't really do her job, so there's no reason why he needs to allow Scout to see her, or her to see Scout. And that's all they was talking about. Where did Christina go? I don't think they showed her no more. Curtis and Drew, they still trying to work together, and they just keep going back and forth. Drew tells Curtis he know he shot him, but he wants somebody else to go down for it. He want Michael to go down for it. I said, somebody, you need to go down. They should have, if they was gonna do all this, they should have might as well just made him die. They might as well just made him die. Shoot, it'll be a whole nother year, and we still don't know who shot him. Y'all running around arresting everybody, and you still ain't showed us no flashbacks. Will over here talking about drive by the house. What reason would you have to drive by the house? And why they didn't see Michael on the tape too? Why didn't they see him? Look, everybody going to jail. Nathan over here talking about something. Why can't we just pursue Curtis and Willow? I said, then y'all look like y'all don't know what y'all doing, because why y'all got two people locked up for it? Either one did it or the other one did it. He want everybody to go to jail. He said everybody got to go. But yeah, what else? I think that's when Dante came in and told Curtis that he... Excuse me. That's when Dante came in and told Curtis that he has good news for him, but bad news for Drew. And he came lipping his tail in here. They just told you. They got, that they got new evidence, video footage of her coming over there by your house. And you tell myself, I believe you. The only way you'll believe it is if you hire somebody to do it. Crazy self. Both of y'all crazy, Looney Tune tail self. Hold on. I said, he must really be a fool or in love with her, because she lied. She's been lying. At first, Drew had a look on his face, and I was like, Drew, something ain't adding up. Think about when she grabbed Daisy. But we really don't know. But a lot of people saying that it was Willow and Michael seen her. That's why he acting the way he acting, because he know that she was there. But, hold on. What else? Let's see. Was there something else about Curtis and Drew? I think the last thing was that Curtis got released. Michael and Nina was telling them about themselves, and she threatened to go to HR. He was like, HR about us or whatever. She's like, even if he did, I could still tell family court. I was like, she wouldn't be able to see the kids either. I'm sorry. She wouldn't be able to see the kids no more either. Your access has been denied. Over here trying to protect your daughter. You don't even know if she did it or not. Nobody knows if she did it or not. We just know she been lying. But yeah, she still at it. So Michael ends up leaving. She ends up telling Jacinda, look here, I run all this. So either you gonna get my side or you gotta go. Because Michael gonna get rid of you once he see that he don't need you no more. And making that face where she's unsure and she gonna end up doing something stupid. Hold on. Is it back on? Let me see. That thing in the way. Yeah, it's back on. There you go. It'll pause, y'all. But yeah, I said, do y'all think Jacinda gonna stick to being on Michael's side? I'm tired of this. I'm so sick of them threatening his alibi and stuff. Either tell us the man did it or show us the man did it or let it go. Golly now. Come on now. Dog. Still, y'all should have known. And next Friday, if they don't show us who shot Drew again, I'm going to be saying the same thing. Because how you let this, you done arrested all these people. Everybody a doggone suspect. Y'all arrested people. I said, now, okay, if you arrest the third person, y'all go look like y'all don't know what y'all doing. I mean, y'all already look like y'all don't know what y'all doing, but that's besides the point. I was like, but yeah, Nathan. I'm living that Nathan told myself, why can't we just get both of them? Why can't we just pursue both of them? But yeah, I think the last scene with Nina was Nathan had called, told her to get there, and he ends up telling her that they got new evidence and showing her that she's. I think did he show her or he was just telling her about Willow in the car driving by Drew's or whatever he said. And she over here still making excuses and no, whatever. That's what you get over here threatening somebody about family court. All y'all really shouldn't be around these kids. If we're being honest, you definitely shouldn't be around the kids. Did she cut Ava baby out her? Ain't that what she did? You went around talking to somebody, what she call her, a sex worker girl? You a psychopath, murdering thing? You, what the word going on? They could just say that maybe Willow. Somebody said that Willow could have a split personality like Vicky on One Life to Live and somebody else. I was like, she could, but I was waiting on her to say she didn't remember it going by there or something. But she was like, I just drove by. I was like, well, I guess that theory goes out the doggone. Excuse me. It's frozen again. Let's see. There you go. Yeah, I guess that theory goes out the door, y'all. I mean, it wouldn't necessarily go out the door because Nina was crazy when she first got on the show, so maybe it passed down to her daughter. And we all know Nell was a psychopath too. I said maybe it's in all of them. I don't know. But yeah, Willow Chase. First, Willow and Chase. She don't be trying to manipulate this fool. She over here trying to use him like she been using Drew lately. Trying to use Chase or whatever. She came there. I don't think he knew she was coming at first. I don't know. She wanted Chase to help her see the kids. And it looked like to me he was going to let her see the kids. Until Brooklyn showed up. She ended up telling her how she need to leave. And she over here trying to get him to see or them to see that she just misses her kids and the charges finna be dropped. You didn't know what the charges was going to be dropped, you liar. They said it's a possibility. Did they ain't say you was actually finna go free? Hold on. Trying to manipulate them, trying to convince them that I just want to see my kid, and Chase was gonna go for it. Brooklyn wasn't, and Brooklyn just told her about how Chase don't jeopardize his career, and now you trying to jeopardize him again or whatever. Basically told her she was selfish. I said, yeah, that's right, give it to her. Chase over there standing there looking stupid and stuff, and then she was like, just keep this between us. Chase like, yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. We're not gonna say anything. I don't say no. We still protected her. So Michael ends up coming in at the end of Brooklyn and Chase conversation and hearing that Willow was there. So they start going back and forth. And Brooklyn to sign a statement saying that Willow was there. And Chase was like, you must be crazy. That ain't what he said, but that's basically what he said. And thinking about it, he must be crazy for real, because you knew doggone well. Chase over here trying to put you in jail for it so he could clear her. You think he finna sign a statement? What the world? I was like, now Michael. Now you knew what it was before you asked this man. Brooklyn she ain't even told you that Chase is pursuing a case against you. Or do he know? I think he knows. I don't know. But yeah. I was like, look, you gonna ask the. Now Brooklyn is one thing. She might sign it. Chase, he's like, you must be crazy. I ain't finna sign nothing. Is you okay? Is you cool? Nothing. You want me to keep a mama away from her kids? So they start going back and forth. They've been doing for months now. Going back and forth. Michael got in his face. I said, don't do it. Don't do it. Because he going to use that against you, saying you got a violent temper or whatever. You could have shot Drew because you don't hit a doggone detective. You don't hit a detective. I want to see how he going to react when he see that Willow was actually on tape going towards Drew's house. He going to be like Drew over here making excuses. Hold on. Is it back on yet? Let's see. It's still stuck at 38 seconds. I wonder when it be stuck. There you go. I wonder when it says stuck or whatever. Can y'all still hear me? But yeah, I think I was talking about, I wonder how Chase gonna react when he finds out that Willow lied or whatever. Alexis ends up getting a call from 88 Turner, and she's like, oh, I'm assuming this is about dropping the charges against Willow. She was like, no, we ain't dropping no charges. We ain't dropping no charges. I'm about to send you the evidence we just got. And she tells Willow when she got there, because she all happy and stuff, thinking she finna go free. She's like, she want to know why she lied to her and the police or whatever, and how she's supposed to help her if she continued to lie. Excuse me. So by the time she asked her, the teary-eyed stuff she be doing, and Drew walked in, limped in. She was like, I swear, Drew. She ran to him and hugged him. Don't try to. That's I see what you're doing here. It's looking more and more like you did it, but I won't believe it until they actually show it. And I won't believe it then. Because they don't show plenty of things that was like, okay, that don't make sense. Yeah, I just threw that in there. But yeah, someone Drew got in there, she ran to Drew and hugged him. And then she was like, I just drove by or whatever. And I was like, Alexa said, that's all fine and all this other stuff, but that's not going to help. I said, exactly, because you continue to lie. You continue to lie. You said you didn't go nowhere specific. You was just driving and stuff like that. Now you saying you just drove by Drew's house. Why would you just drive by his house, especially with you just seeing him? You just seeing him. But it's looking like she did it. But until they show it, we don't know who did it. We still don't know who did it. Maybe by next week. What else? Hold on. What else? Is that everything? We already talked about Trina. Oh, Dante Nathan. Look, I skipped over the whole thing about them seeing the doggone video. So it was just Dante Nathan who seen the video or whatever. 88 Turner came in and they told her and showed her whatever. So they talking about who should they, go after. I said, I thought it don't work like that. What you mean? She was talking about how she got Curtis line and the Selena situation and stuff like that. But she ended up saying how Willow being on tape going towards Drew's house, whatever, in the direction of his house or whatever, that's better proof. So she wanted to pursue Willow. I was like, look, and then Nathan told me, I said, hold on, wait. Before they drop the charges against Curtis, why can't we just pursue both of them? I said, it's gonna look like y'all don't know, what y'all doing. I said, you can't arrest both of them, but they gonna continue the trial. That's what she ends up telling Alexis and everything. And I said, yeah, Nina done did all this other stuff. I don't know how we started talking about Nina. Nina done talked all this noise and stuff. Now she over here worried about her daughter again. I said, that's what you get talking other stuff, psychopath. But yeah, Jason wanted to know what's going on. She ain't tell her nothing. She didn't tell him nothing. What else? I think I pretty much talked about everything. Oh, Trina asked Portia if they gonna call off the boys now that she's pregnant. Now you know when you seen these folks kissing and he already the baby that they weren't calling off no divorce. But now he done invited her to come back home. He done told her to come back home, so I don't know. But yeah, Curtis was telling Drew that he revealed what Drew been doing this whole time. And he was like, what about your wife? And he was like, my marriage is over or whatever. So, every man for himself. But yeah, Jason was trying to work with Britt, have her meds tested. She still don't want to help. She still don't want to tell him the truth. I said, now, yeah, I know when she going to tell him the truth. When Sylvia about to take her out. When he about to murder her, that's when she going to tell the truth. Because it's coming. He definitely going to try to get rid of her because she a loose end. Then he make a comment to his son, so if he'll get his son, he definitely get up. Tell my son, you can't get rid of me. He'll get rid of Marco. He'll get rid of Marco. But yeah, what else? Let's see. Nathan calls Nina trying to warn her. Michael, Alexis. I think that's everything, y'all. Nathan tells Nina that Willow been lying. Alexis shows Willow the footage, and that's when she started crying and ran over there to Drew and hugging him and stuff. That's it, so let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, deuces. Have a great rest of the day. Be safe.